Aliens are coming. Be prepared for the attack.
When I met Timothy, I could tell that our relationship was going to be something interesting.
So I've pretty much always just made videos, even when I was younger. I always made videos with my cat when I was younger. Her name was Lucy, and I made a mini-series with Lucy called Adventures of Tim and Lucy. And it sucked. It was so bad. It was garbage. But I loved it, and I had fun. And then I met Logan in high school, and I found out Logan also likes making videos. And so we got together, and we made a really bad video. But we thought it was good back then, but it wasn't. It was really not good. A lot of the videos we made were not good, but it didn't matter because we had fun. And then we started PurpleCoin, except it was the Zelda Pros, not PurpleCoin.
We met at a chance band practice, and just something stupid happened, as you get out of Timothy and I in the same position often. And from just that moment on, I could tell that we were gonna make some stupid stuff.
So I started making content with Logan in college at the end of our first year, I believe. I was one of my friends became one of his friends, and that friend ditched me and him together. So me and Logan just hung out, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to be in some videos for my YouTube channel?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then that just kind of snowballed into me meeting Timothy, and then us recording Neo Phantasma, and then me just being a permanent member of the channel.
I mean, Logan, such a great guy. Love working with him, and he's been such a good friend ever since high school. And I mean, you won't meet a more honest and trustworthy person than Logan. And yeah, he's just a really good friend. Zach, frick that guy.
If I had to describe Timothy, I would say he's weird. I just have to say that word to make it simple, but he's a lot more than that. He has felt like a younger brother to me for a long time, and the kind of content we made together, regardless of how stupid it was always exciting. And I think that he's very fun in that regard. That kind of weirdness is just not something you get in a lot of people, and it's so unironic that sometimes I'm not even sure if it is.
Timothy is chaotic. He's just a chaotic lad, but he's really fun to talk to and record with because he thinks of just the most insane and absurd things, and you're like, how does someone's brain function like that? And it's a marvel, honestly. But also he's really annoying, and frick you, Tim.
I hate Zach. So I met Zach in college, and we were roommates, and we did live streams together. And Zach is a super fun guy, one of the most fun guys that I've ever been able to hang out with. And but he very much frustrates me because he's better at me than everything, and I hate it.
Better at me than everything?
Shut up! He can even speak English better than me. It's not fair. Frick you! Frick you! I'm trying to be nice, and I can't do it because you suck.
Zach, on the other hand, he's a competitive spirit. He's basically like a rival to me, and I'm sure Timothy feels the same way. I really like the interactions I get with Zach, and something like PurpleCoin Plus would have never happened, I think, with Timothy. If it had, it would look very different than it does with Zach, because we're allowed to just fight with each other the way we do, and it has led to some just hysterical moments because he just brings out that competitive side of me, or the part that just gets angry at how mean he is.
No, my Yoshi! Get back here. Let me have him! Zach, what?
Let me have my
You
Yoshi.
need to keep going.
Give me. He's right off screen.
going.
Please give
The
it
timer
to
is
me.
running out. Logan is my best friend. Simple as that. He is funny. He is caring. I love spending time with him. And he is kind of like a rival as well. He does push me to be better and to try different things. And I really appreciate that because I don't know if anyone else would have ever pushed me to be like that.
I'd have to say my favorite video to watch was also one of my favorite videos to work on. The Mega Man vs. Proto Man live action fan film that we did was trying to evoke the feelings of those 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s fan films. We spent so much effort, and I learned like a lot of stuff for VFX. We physically built the shield for that, and it took us over a month just to make that shield. But the resulting video that we have is just, it's really special to me because I feel like it captures a lot of what I think is so much fun about making films. The actual raw footage of us just running in circles and pointing at each other is just, it's hilarious at almost how bad it looks on its own. But after all the effects, all the editing, all the work and time that we put into trying to make that shield look good, and the special effects and the guest appearance at the end, it makes for just really cool storytelling and just such an enjoyable video to sit down and watch if you're just craving some quick action from some indie filmmakers.
So one of my favorite videos to watch is honestly Spider-Man Sobs the Bank, because it's just so stupid and so carefree, and it's just so simple. And you can just look at how things were, they don't have to be complicated to be fun or enjoyable. You can just make something, and it's just fun to sit and laugh at.
I think my favorite video to watch was one I wasn't even in, and it's talking to myself because it's so freaking funny. And I love everything about that video. The setup, the way that Zach like keeps going back and forth into the room. Logan's just like dumb look on his face the whole time. I mean, it's so good. But if I had to pick one that I was in, I really like watching Ferguson back because there's a lot of really fun moments in that, and it's like the interactive adventure. So like clicking on the different stuff. I don't know. That's just fun to me.
My favorite video to record would be probably the later episodes of Neo Phantasma. There was just so much fun while we were learning choreography for some fight scenes, trying to get the different settings, locations. We were traveling around some other places nearby, driving 30 plus minutes to find a different location to go shoot at, and then once we were there, learning those fight scenes and stuff out. And like, they don't hold up that well now, but at the time we really thought that we'd cooked up something fun and awesome. But and regardless of how they look now, it was the moments while we were filming and even off screen, just hanging out and trying to make those was so much fun.
Favorite video to record has gotta be Neo Phantasma. I mean, like, I can't go back and watch it very well, but it was a lot of fun to record. And I wish we'd been able to finish Neo World, because that would have been a lot of fun to record too.
My favorite video to record is actually a series. It is My Best Friend Is My Dad. It is an idea that me and Timothy came up with off of just some random stupid comment that I said. And being able to create this idea out of that was really fun and amazing, and genuinely one of the best moments I have of filming.
My least favorite video to watch is the Christmas episode of My Best Friend Is My Dad. I absolutely hate that video. It's so bad. It's the worst episode. My Best Friend Is My Dad is so good, and it's tainted by that episode. I wish we hadn't done it. It sucks.
My least favorite video to watch would actually be a surprise, because it's the Attack on Titan live action that me and Logan did. I just don't really like the way I was acting in that one. And I know that's probably just a me thing, because I know Logan actually really enjoys that video, but I just was not feeling it in it, and anytime I watch it, I'm just like, oh, I could have done better. Oh, I could have done something to make it better than what it is. But I think that's just me nitpicking, honestly.
My least favorite video to go back and watch is the pilot for Extraordinary. It was supposed to be something completely different than what it spiraled into. It turned into something like When Logan's Not Home, just a series of random situations between two people that it was absolutely not supposed to be. It was supposed to have this like sci-fi horror thriller aspect to it, with comedy being the central theme, and instead it's a YouTube poop.
My least favorite video to record is Jonathan's Nightmare. I was stuck in that nightmare costume. I did not want to be there. I did nothing for that entire film process. I stood on screen for like maybe 2 minutes. Awful. Terrible, awful. I hate it.
The least favorite video to record? Also probably one of the episodes of Neo Phantasma I mentioned earlier. There was just a particular day while we were filming episode 7 that was miserable. Nobody on the crew was happy. Everyone was hot. There was no water. We'd gone too far, and scenes weren't working out the way that we wanted. And it sucked. That particular part at the end of the day, where just none of us wanted to be there anymore, yeah, I think that is the first standout memory of the worst feeling I had while filming.
My least favorite to record was screaming the Invader Zim script. I'm pretty sure my throat was bleeding by the end of it.
So a video that I would like to record is actually a few movies that me and Logan had talked about for Super Smash Bros. We wanted to create an MCU style for Smash, making individual movies for certain characters where they all come together into one big Super Smash Bros. Movie. And I wish we had the time and the people for that, because I think that would have been just amazing to see all come together.
I would have liked to have filmed a DLC add-on to Ferguson. So when you first enter the first path split, instead of do nothing, it could have been a whole another branch of like endings and stuff. So like I would have liked to have done a DLC for Ferguson. We had a couple ideas that we ended up cutting. One of those being like a pirate kind of thing, and I really wish we could have done the pirate thing because that would have been cool.
When it comes to a video that I wanted to make, gosh, I couldn't list all of them. There are so many things that I always wanted to do, and we just got to a point where it's too difficult for us to realistically do all of these things, especially with the experience that we have and the time and honestly the members. Free time between adults is one of the most rare and precious things that you can get a hold of. But if I were to pick one particular thing, I really thought that Neo World had a potential to be what Neo Phantasma was supposed to be, in a way. I feel like there's so much potential left with those characters in that world, taking characters that have been locked into a dream world where things are weird on purpose, and then throwing them into reality where they now have a reality bending object that, you know, someone could find out about and potentially use against them, is just, I think, a really fascinating concept for those protagonists. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, and like I said, even if I had time to work on something like that, at this point, there's so many other ideas that I would like to do, that I think that if given the opportunity to make anything I wanted to make, I would produce some kind of movie. And I think that's what I really want to do now. They're my PurpleCoin.
PurpleCoin.
My PurpleCoin brothers.
They're my PurpleCoin brothers.
Happy anniversary, PurpleCoin! It has been 10 whole years, and I just cannot believe it. It's just been a absolutely wild ride, and it wouldn't have happened without these guys here. But we're so thankful. There's almost 400 of you at the time of recording this video. There's almost 400 people that have decided that we make something that made them decide to stick around, and that's not a big number in the grand scheme of things. But it is. That's a lot of people. We could fill a small stadium with that. Definitely a basketball room. Basketball court,
I'm gonna call it the
stadium.
room. Yep.
That's still a stadium. Anyway, I just want to say I am so appreciative for that, and we value every single one of you guys. So thank you so much for sticking around, and we'd love to show you whatever we have planned next. Anyway, you can click on this video up here if you want to check out I don't know what it is. Just you can leave. You can swipe away. But I'm gonna have a video here, and I'm gonna have this guy's channel right here.
My channel?
Yeah, you do some other cool stuff. Not just PurpleCoin. This is Mr. Pyredex.
Pyredex.
Yep. So you can check out what he's been up to right here, and you can see some of our favorite moments right here. And the rest of the time,
I hope you pointed at the right place.
I hope so too.
Be awkward.
Well, I'm the one editing this, so I'll make it make sense, I guess.
You'll make it make sense.
Yeah. You guys want to go get some sushi?
I like sushi. It's a Brad day to die.
You're not wrong. You never are.
They are my PurpleCoin brothers.
Get off the couch.